Hey Internet, my name's Chris, and I want to show you a game that I'm working on called Dungeon Hearts. I'm the artist, designer, and gameplay programmer on the game. I do have an animator helping out with all the character animations, and I have a bunch of great musicians lined up. It's an iPad game primarily, but after I release it on the App Store, I plan on taking all the positive and negative feedback and incorporating that into PC and Mac builds. It's still pretty early in development right now, so it's going to be a little rough around the edges, but there's definitely enough there where you can get a sense of how the overall game plays. The color quality obviously isn't going to be the greatest, but I really wanted to get a video of it being played on the device, and if you want to see all the true colors, I've got plenty of screenshots on my development blog at cuberoots.com. So I'm just going to start up the game and play through a little bit without really explaining anything, just so you can see the basic gameplay. But you'll probably have no idea what's going on, so of course I'll just go back after the fact and explain the gameplay. Alright, so now I'm going to, there you go, kind of explain how the game is played now that you've seen a little bit of it in action. So, the base interaction that the player has with the game is to make selections of 3 tokens of the same color to create these diamond strike tokens, like so. Now, each color token represents a specific character, so we have red for the fighter, yellow for the mage, blue for the healer, green for the archer, and gray for the enemies. Now these diamond strike tokens are how both you attack the enemy and defend against the enemy's attacks. You can see the enemy has strike tokens as well, and whenever one of these attacks gets off the board, that enemy is going to get a free attack against you guys. But you get an opportunity to cancel out their attacks. Whenever you tap a strike token, the corresponding colored character is going to attack. So when I tap this, the mage will attack. But if there are any enemy strike tokens on the same row and column, they're going to get destroyed. And you can move tokens around the board, as I'll show you here in a second. So this is going to destroy that. So that basically, cancels out the enemy's attack. Although once you are fighting stronger enemies, their strike tokens will take multiple hits to destroy, which will make it a bit more difficult. Now these strike tokens do a couple other things as well. Whenever you activate a strike token, it's going to consume all tokens of the same color on the same row and column, and that's going to power up your attack so you can do up to triple damage. So when I tap this, it's going to consume that one, that one, that one, and that one to up my attack power. And that's what that number right there means. Now, they also do something else, if that weren't enough. If there are any other characters' strike tokens on the same row and column, it's going to activate them as well, and they'll get to attack along with the character whose strike token you tapped. So when I hit this, both the fighter and the mage are going to attack. And you can chain this together so that up to all 4 characters can attack at the same time. And whenever you activate a strike token, it checks its row and column too. So when I hit this, it's going to activate that, and that's going to consume that, and that's going to power up the attack for everyone that's going to attack. And in addition to this, I can move up these strike tokens so I can destroy them and cancel out the enemy's attack in addition to powering up my own attack. But as the gameplay evolves, this will get more difficult because different kinds of tokens come in that change up the gameplay, like tokens that can't be moved around or tokens that have various effects on the tokens that surround them. Now, once I kill this little squeak right here, I'm going to go into a bonus mode, and you saw that previously where all the tokens with stars on them scroll by really quickly, and that's how I level up my characters to make them stronger. Every match 3 that I make is going to be 1 level for that character. So there's a level for the healer, there's one for the fighter, there's one for the mage, and all the enemies are obviously going to get stronger and stronger in each battle, so you need to level up your guys to compensate. I don't have any HUD built in yet, so it doesn't look like it's doing much, but it's actually making them much stronger. And every 10 levels you unlock special abilities for each of your characters to do wildly different crazy things. Like obviously the fighter does max damage, the archer has various status effects, and the healer of course heals. So I'm just going to play a little bit more so you guys can watch. I think I'm going to turn the music on real quick so you guys can just get the full effect and see some of the other backgrounds that I have coming in after this. Alright, so that's the basics of the game. I'll have more videos later as I add more features to the game and more characters and more environments. Check out my development blog at cuberoots.com or follow me on Twitter at @technobabble, and I try to post updates at least once a week, usually like 2 or 3 times a week. And I definitely want to have this out this year. Feel free to let me know what you think of the game, what you like and don't like. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video.